Always tracking. WTVA 9 News begins with the Severe Weather Authority.
The time is 6:18. Chelsea, you can just hear that rain coming down over our studio, which to me kind of worries me because I know the temperature is still just getting worse and worse, dropping, and I just know that's going to eventually become all ice.
Yeah, for a lot of the at least northern half of the area, temperatures have stayed below freezing pretty much all day long. And really that black line indicates the freezing line. So they're around Monroe County, right at or above freezing. Down towards Winona, you can see how that freezing line has shifted north, and those temperatures are slightly warming into the evening. Now, most places that we've seen a lot of that accumulation from Corinth, Ripley, Oxford, Boonville, those places will stay below freezing. And one thing that I do want to mention, National Weather Service chat, a law enforcement from Oxford had just put in the National Weather Service chat that there was a tree down blocking the road in that College Hill area in Lafayette County. Now, that's what we're monitoring for. Potential trees down, potential power lines down that could cause long-lasting power outages. Now, while you might see that rainfall, that sleet, that freezing rain has tapered off, we're continuing to monitor this area back down towards Louisiana, parts of Texas, as this will lift north, and you can already start to see that filling in that large gap. So this is not over. We potentially have thunder ice storms as we look towards the overnight and early Sunday morning. Now, what that means, it's a thunderstorm, but that precipitation that's falling is going to be ice, freezing rain. So accumulating very quickly. A lot of our temperatures right now, Tupelo sits at 30 degrees, 28 over towards Oxford. You can see Columbus is a little bit warmer there. But some places have already seen power outages, road hazards, and that's why MDOT traffic is reporting a lot of those northern counties, really from Monroe County, Grenada County out into the Delta north, at least bridges and overpasses icy. Some of those roads just completely iced over. I mean, we were looking at New Albany from Veronica earlier, and it just was a solid sheet of ice. Temperatures out towards Oxford sit at 28 degrees. Starkville has stayed right around above freezing through the afternoon. So mostly what that is seeing is just a little bit of those soggy conditions. Still seeing some folks there on the roadways. Take it careful as you head into your Sunday because those temperatures will start to drop, especially towards the afternoon. Now I'm going to talk about power outages just for a moment because we do have some of those around the area. Places in Pontotoc County, looking like Lee County, around 161 folks, but especially southwestern counties and just outside of our area, a lot of power outages. There's about 3,000 folks in the state without power. And I'm going to bring in our meteorologist, Elijah Balan. I mean, we've been tracking and monitoring this. We have more rain on the way, so I'm going to throw it over to Elijah, and he's going to show you what it could look like tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, today was kind of round one of it, and now we're going to start to see round two as we continue to progress. Hour by hour this evening, it is going to be a rainy evening out there. Those rainy conditions will continue, especially as we get closer to those overnight hours. After midnight, we'll really start to see those rain chances pick back up again. Storm tracker, we're going to watch that temperature like we've been watching over the past couple days. For example, Caledonia, 36 degrees, up towards Tupelo, 31, 26 in Oxford. When you're below freezing, you're going to have that freezing rain, and it is going to stick to those surfaces and to those roads. We're going to expect more of that, especially as we get into those overnight hours. 32 in Tupelo, 33 in Eupora, and it's going to continue to move through our area into those overnight hours. We could even see a couple of thunderstorms as we make our way through. Take a look at the intensity in those rain showers. It is going to be 30 in Tupelo, so it is going to be really strong rain, really heavy rain, but it's going to be below freezing and going to stick. Now, if you're above freezing, like we said, Hamilton, Alabama, those temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer. Take a look at Tuscaloosa, 50 degrees. We have a very tight temperature gradient in the area, and we're going to be right on that line of rain and freezing rain as we head in those overnight hours. Once we get into the morning, we're going to start to see more widespread of that freezing rain. Temperatures are going to stay more below freezing, a little bit warmer still in our south and eastern counties, making 37 degrees, but out towards Oxford, 26 degrees, 28 in Corinth, 32 in Tupelo. That is going to remain freezing rain, and as we continue into Sunday afternoon, we'll slowly start to see that leave off. But one other thing to pay attention to, could see some flurries as we continue into the overnight hours, is those cold temperatures. Look at the lows Monday morning, 12 degrees out there, and those temperatures are going to stay cold as we head into our Monday afternoon. High in those mid-20s. So it is going to be cold after that ice moves through, and I'm just going to press play right here on our possible ice accumulation. Take a look at how much more ice we could additionally see with this. We could still see upwards to an inch out there in that Oxford, Tippah County, Alcorn area, even down to Tupelo. But once we get east of Tupelo, that gradient starts to shift, so we could be in for another big round of freezing rain out there. And then those cold temperatures are expected to continue. Extreme cold warnings 6 p.m. on Sunday all the way till noon Tuesday for our Mississippi counties. Cold weather advisories for our Alabama counties. Those morning wind chills are going to be on the cold side. Take a look at Monday morning. It's going to feel like it's 0 degrees out there, and it is going to stay on that cold side. And as we head into the rest of our week, we're going to make it through that freezing rain after today, but cold temperatures are going to continue. So if you lose power, make sure you have a plan to stay warm.